Hey guys, it's Becky. For this week on Thrifty Thursday, we are going to be using glitter. So I pulled out a ton of glitter. Well, not a ton, but a few, because I don't know what I'm going to use. I got some pink shades and some white and some gold and a bronze. And chipboard. So I do have this chipboard piece from Whimsical. This one came from Tuesday morning. I also pulled out my title, and it is also in chipboard. I peeled the top off of these fonts. And then the third thing we're going to use is enamel dots or shapes. So I do have the Whimsical enamel dots and shapes. So this is the paper I'm going to be using. It is also Whimsical, if you can believe that. I'm going to be using this and these photos of Riley. I'm going to use these as her 7-month photos. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. Okay guys, I am going to start by putting glitter on my raw chipboard alphas. Now these alphas did originally have a design on the top of them, and I just peeled off the top piece. I'm going to go ahead and cover them with this liquid adhesive. This is Art Glitter Glue, and then I'm going to go ahead and just put the glitter on top of it. Now this glitter is supposed to be bronze, but it comes off being a little more orange than bronze. I am going to use it anyway, but I would have preferred to have had more of a coppery, like a lighter color, but I didn't get that. I am going to be using a sketch on this one, but it is a paid for sketch by Creative Scrappers, which is Christine Davidson, I believe is her name. She does have this on her website, I believe, and like she has volume 1, 2, 3, and 4, maybe even 5, and I think they're $5 for each volume. I love her sketches a lot, and now I had gotten away from using them there for a little while because I like to put my sketches on the screen so you can see what I'm doing. But I haven't used one for a while, so I thought I would this time around. Now the photos I am scrapbooking, this is actually the first time Riley has been in the grass. She doesn't know really what to think about the grass. She doesn't love it, but she's not crying either. So there you go. These are going to be the photos that I use to document her 7 months. So this week, Leslie and I are using glitter, chipboard, and enamel dots. I used enamel dots and shapes, but I have not seen her layout yet. I'm going to go hop over there and see what she came up with. I will have Leslie linked down below so you can hop over there and see her layout as well. I am going to go ahead and commit to the placement of my title down here at the bottom. Now, when I cut away to put that title down, I will pull out my circle dies and cut some circles out of the pattern paper I'm using. This is the Whimsical collection, and you know how Paige Evans in that collection has one that's just like hexagons. I did cut out several of those hexagons, and those are the colors I used to make the circles, and I used a die for that. I also took the butterfly paper and just fussy cut out some of the butterflies. There is also a piece of a tag that is from one of the papers that were in the 6x6 paper pad that I use as well. I will end up tucking that tag up in the top. Here you can see I ran out of ATG. I ran out of ATG tape, so I had to pull out this double-sided tape. So on the sketch, which I didn't show you, this is basically how it is. There is a 4x6 photo at the top and then 2 smaller photos down at the bottom. And in fact, in the sketch, I think the 2 photos at the bottom are actually smaller than 3x4. They might be 2x3. I didn't follow this sketch as far as measurements exactly. I just kind of eyeballed it. I do love how this layout came out. It is super simple, which is what I'm going for April, definitely. And I really like how it came out. I do still need to do my journaling on it though. Here's where I go ahead and put the tag down. I will pull out some crochet thread and kind of loop-de-loo it up there in the top with white. Now, because I cut out those circles from the different colors from the hexagon paper, I do end up pulling out this round chipboard piece as well, just kind of keep the circular momentum going. The one that I put down there on the photo says, "Chase your dreams wherever they may lead." Right here's where I'm going to go ahead and put in the crochet thread. Now up at the top I do layer that teal circle, and on top of it I use another chipboard piece, and it just says "play." I'm going to go ahead and just tape the crochet thread down with some washi tape. When I put the tag down, usually I like to do the crochet thread before I adhere it down, and for some reason just wasn't thinking about it, so it is a little more difficult when you do it after it's adhered onto the page, but that's okay. It worked out. Now, one thing about those fussy cut butterflies, I do like them, but they're not my most favorite, and here's why. They are on a navy blue paper, and I left a little bit of a border around them, and maybe I should have cut all the way into the color, because I don't know if I'm really digging that navy blue being bordered around it, especially since there's not a whole lot of navy blue on this page. That top piece of floral paper does have 2 small navy blue flowers on it, but that's pretty much all the navy blue that there is. So in hindsight, perhaps I would cut those out all the way up to the color, which I did not do in this instance. I am going to put down several of those around the page. I think I end up using 4 of them. I'll put one up at the top, one by the big photo, and then I'm going to put 2 down there on that circle I was just working on down at the bottom. Now when I pull out the enamel shapes and dots, I do use several of the flower shapes, and I kind of tuck them under some of the butterflies. I really like to do the tucking bit, especially with the big enamel dots. Big enamel dots for me are super hard to use, and that's pretty much the only way that I have been able to use them is to tuck. So that's what I did with these kind of larger flower shapes. Now I do sometimes, I can get away with using a large enamel dot on a hole in a tag. That's one way that they can work for me also. But so far those are the only 2 ways that I have figured out how to use the large ones. Alright guys, after I finish putting down these enamel shades, I'm going to come back live and talk to you a little bit about this layout and what I have discovered by doing it. Alright guys, this is our final product. So we have some glitter, chipboard, and enamel shapes from the Whimsical collection on this layout. Now throughout this process, what I learned is that I do not like loose glitter. So I have all this glitter. If anybody wants this bag of glitter, leave a comment. I know some people just leave comments that say, "Oh, I like that layout," or whatever, and that's fine. If you want the glitter, make sure your comment says something about glitter. I love glitter. I don't know, whatever about glitter. And I will send all of this glitter to somebody. And I have a lot of it, but I have learned that no. All this glitter, I'm going to send to somebody. Make your comment say something about glitter. But yeah, this is cute. This is Riley 7 months. This is supposed to be bronze, but it actually looks a little more orange than bronze, so it kind of stands out on here to me. I wished I had some copper, but I did not. So this is what we got. I'm going to do my journaling right here, talking about how she is at 7 months. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.